Hey guys, I went to see Batman v Superman or Batman versus Superman today, and I want to talk about it. The I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. I've read a lot of mixed reviews, and I guess I agree with quite a lot of what I've read, but not. I don't think there's anybody who's encompassed my view entirely on it. Um, First, let me say I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was well acted. I didn't have a problem with really any of the actors or actresses playing their roles. I think Amy Adams is great as Lois Lane. As far as Lois Lanes are concerned, she's probably my favorite of the ones I've seen. Never liked Margot Kidder in the role, although I know that's probably blasphemy to some. Never liked her in the role. She was too whiny or something. Um, really liked Amy Adams in the role. Loved Ben Affleck as Batman. Thought he was great, and a lot of people have agreed with that. I'm not. Uh, well, we'll come back to Superman. I didn't mind Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I know a lot of people are saying, he's too young, he was too bizarre. I didn't mind him, and are there some plot holes in this movie? Yeah, this isn't Citizen Kane. It's not Lawrence of Arabia, as uh, Cooper Glover, 1972, said on another, not about this movie, but about another one. No, it's not. It's not a great film, but it's not a bad film. I think it's entertaining. It's a comic book film. The comic book films are never going to be great films. I can't think of one that was off the top of my head. I liked a lot about this movie. Superman. Henry Cavill, I thought did a nice job as Superman in this one. And I've read things like, well, if you're a Batman fan, you'll like this movie, but if you're a Superman fan, you're not going to like this movie. I don't agree. I think I think this has been a great reboot of the Superman franchise because although I love the Superman movies from the '80s, uh, with Christopher Reeves, I I find them a little bit too comic book like, and by that I mean, Superman's always this, gee Lois, uh, glad I could help, just a little bit too. It's almost a little bit too much tongue in cheek for me for Superman. This Superman is real. This Superman is an alien on another planet who feels out of place, who isn't quite sure what he's going to be or should be or will be. Um, really, really enjoy his performance as a Man of Steel. Not wild about the costume, but the subdued blue is probably better than the bright blue for the darker character. I thought Zack Snyder did a great job directing this. Making a serious movie. Um, I just really liked it. I thought, you know, I thought that the plot was okay. I'm because I'm a comic book fan, because I know the histories of these characters, and because I'm able to put aside my what's not matching up with the comics exactly. I'm able to put that aside. Because I'm able to do that, I can enjoy it for what it is. I could take the history of the Batman character. I know why Batman is the way he is in this. And even if I didn't know that from the comics, even if I didn't see the Robin suit spray painted from the Joker in the Batcave, even if I wasn't aware of what happened in the comics and in the history of Batman as a character, I can only imagine that years and years and years of fighting crime, uh, and Batman's always been a little bit psychotic. Big shocker there. to don a costume like he did, and whose mission is to kind of avenge his parents' death, which you know happened so many years ago now that uh, you think he might take a break, uh, but Batman's a little bit on the edge, whereas Superman's always been a straight arrow character, almost too straight and narrow. I say Batman is an interesting character. Superman, not so much. Uh, my boys were having a conversation. Who would you rather be, Batman or Superman? And they all said Batman because Superman's too square. Uh, they'd like Superman's powers. The question mark. Well, could I have his powers and not be him? Because he's too much of a goody two shoes. I don't want to be that. And I think Superman's kind of got a bad rap there, although that is how he is in the comics, or how he's evolved in the comics and on screen. To be this Boy Scout, to be this, gee, Lois, uh, just doing my duty, God and country, almost too, almost too much. Even Captain America on the Marvel side, isn't quite that bad. So, what did I like about the movie? I like the relationship between Lois Lane and Superman, and between Lois Lane and Clark Kent. It's 18 months have passed, or something like it, I guess, since the events in Man of Steel. I liked Man of Steel. Um, I thought it ended quickly, as far as the battle between Superman and General Zod, or Kal-El and General Zod. But I liked it. I liked the scenes on Krypton. I thought they were pretty cool. I liked a lot of things about Man of Steel. And I guess, and I've heard this, if you liked Man of Steel, you'll probably like this movie. I think that's true because Zack Snyder's direction, and overall look of the film. It's a dark film. It's a dark plot in a lot of ways. I mean, in order to get Batman and Superman to fight, you have to pull some strings, and Lex Luthor does that quite nicely, actually. Uh, I actually, as much as everybody hates Jesse Eisenberg in this role, I kind of liked him in the role because you really hated him. He's a spineless, sniveling. Um, yeah, I didn't mind him in the role for what he was. Does he match up with the Lex Luthor in Smallville or in some of the older comics? The bald Lex Luthor, the genius. Um, no, no. But could I relate to his? Hey, this guy's from another planet, and he is more powerful than all of us. So shouldn't we protect ourselves from him? Maybe should we just get rid of him because somebody that powerful maybe doesn't belong here. I can understand somebody thinking that way and not necessarily being nuts, although this guy was. Um, yeah, so I liked a lot of things about the movie. Uh, Very little I didn't like. I mean, there was CGI. I heard someone say I didn't like the CGI of one particular uh, being that was in the movie, and you know you're gonna have that. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. I've been traveling all week and um, went to this movie today. I really liked it. I I I would probably give it something like an 8 or maybe even an 8.5. That's a good review for me. I don't think it's the best superhero movie I've ever seen, but it was taken seriously. I thought the length was okay. I'm going to love to see the director's cut of this, which I heard was 3 hours long, and or over 3 hours long, and had a lot of if there were plot holes, had some of those filled in. See, again, I didn't mind the plot holes because my brain kind of was able to fill in the cracks, and so I was okay with those. Somebody who wasn't familiar with the comics, I can understand that more. One of my boys saw it and said, you had to infer a lot of things in this movie. Um, you had to infer that Batman must have stolen something at one point. You had to infer that, just certain things. Yes, but I had no problem with that inference. He did. Uh, my two of my teenage boys went to see it. One of them said he wasn't going to go see it because he heard it was crap, so he just refused to go. Of the other two that went, one said it was okay, not as good as Star Wars: The Force Awakens, but not bad. Uh, the other one said it was good, on par with the Christian Bale Batmans, which I thought was pretty good praise. A lot of people like those Christian Bale Batmans, so I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I'll look forward to seeing it another time at some point. I probably won't go to the theater again to see it. I can't remember the last time I saw a movie twice in the theater. Maybe never. Yeah, I don't think I have. But I'll look forward to seeing this when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD, because I will like to sit through it again and kind of experience it again. I really liked it. Say 8.5, maybe something like that, which is a good rating for a superhero movie. I put it right up there with most of the superhero movies I've seen. Now let me review Deadpool, and that one was interesting also. We'll do that another time, I guess. That's my take on Batman v Superman. I really liked it. I think it's worth seeing in the theater. I think it's worth your money. If you go in not expecting it to be the best movie you've ever seen, I don't think it's going to be that. No matter how big of a fan you are of Batman or Superman, and you'll probably find something to complain about. You'll probably find something that you'll say, this isn't true to the comics, or this plot point could have been better explained. They didn't need to have this in the movie, that type of thing. But overall, thought it was good. I liked the ending. Yeah, liked it a lot. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Leave me your comments. If you hated the movie, I'm curious. Why? Why did you hate it? Again, was it the best movie I've ever seen? No. But was it good? I think it was. I think it was worth watching. Again, well, maybe I should say this. I'm a huge superhero fan. Read comics when I was a kid. I have a huge shelf full of superhero stuff. And I've always been a big fan of superhero movies. So even movies like Daredevil with Ben Affleck. By the way, Ben Affleck was brilliant in this movie. But Ben Affleck in Daredevil. Or some of the other ones that people complain about. That one's right up there. Even the Green Lantern, the first half, the second half was horrendous. But the first half I didn't care. I didn't mind too much of the Green Lantern. And I would watch the Fantastic Four movies, the original one. Well, not the one that came out, I don't know, with the one that had the Silver Surfer follow-up. I like those movies. So I keep that in mind when I say, for me, it's a good movie. I just love that genre of movies. If you don't like them, if you don't like that genre, or you have problems with superhero movies, you probably maybe not like this movie. I don't know. It's dark. It's not going to hold true to the comic. It's not going to be like the Frank Miller version that you've read or possibly read. It's not going to be that. So I say give it a chance, though. I liked it. And for me, it was worth my time, worth my money. And I'll buy it on Blu-ray the day it comes out. All right, guys. Take care.